Michael, lovely plaudits from the fans and lots of other people around the world of football for Tuesday night's performance. Ultimately, excellent in the competition, but what's been the reflection on that game around the training ground today?
A few tight bodies, but loads of positives. Not spent all day patting ourselves on the back thinking what a great performance it was. It was a good performance. It was a different type of performance to Saturday. Lads have shown that they can be harder to beat and they can be dogged and resilient. And there was some good quality in there as well. We had to pick our moments more than anything else. But yeah, it was nice to see. Probably the first time the place has been bouncing under the lights with me. Well, it is the first time. And hopefully a few more come back and we can sort of build that relationship.
What does the FA Cup now mean to you, and more importantly, what does it mean for Wycombe Wanderers this season in the grand scheme of things?
I think lower down the pyramid it's still got the same magic it's always had. There's an opportunity to go and test yourself against the best, play against the best. Obviously ourselves, we've got to get through the first couple of rounds to do that, but I think maybe higher up the pyramid it's lost its value because there's so many other competitions and the Premier League's so big in its own right, it becomes sort of an annoyance really until they get to the latter rounds. But people at our level in the pyramid and non-league is opportunity to get your moment in the headlines. And I think that's what we'll be focused on doing. We're in a good little spot at the minute. We're playing against a team that are in a difficult moment, but they've just come down from the Championship. They've got Championship quality players. They've got a manager that manages the Championship. We don't want to be the catalyst that starts their good run because I think it's inevitable that they'll get out of where they are.
In terms of squad selection, obviously you went as strong as you could do really on Tuesday night. Opportunity maybe for some rotation Saturday?
I think it won't be wholesale changes. I've just said in a different interview, I think players should be able to play 3 games in a week. That's the job. You know, if they're not fit professional footballers, so the clues in the title, they've got to be professional. They should look after themselves so they can play 3 games in a week. Any changes will be tactical or maybe giving someone an opportunity. But yeah, it won't be like the first 2 games when we're trying to find out, see who's what. Can he do this? Can he do that? What's the best shape? We've settled on a shape now, and we'll pick a team that will be strong, competitive, because irrelevant of the opposition, we're playing good opposition. But we don't want to. We're in a good little moment. We've built a little bit of confidence, and we don't want to throw it away or change too much because we're in a good place at the minute.
And I guess ultimately winning breeds winning. You want a run of games no matter the competition to keep everyone fighting, as strong as they can for their places in the team, and also just to build morale, get ourselves cup runs and up the table as well.
Yeah, there's competition every day. We make that competitive in training every day. So it's not a case you have to give people chances. They get a chance every day on the training ground. Excuse me. So like I said, we were in a really difficult spot. That's why I ended up walking into the football club because something wasn't quite happening for whatever reason. And the players' attitude and application has been really good. So don't rest on your laurels. Don't take it for granted. Don't think, oh well, Plymouth are on a bad run, and ultimately they're in a higher division than those last year. So, and I think if you sort of become entitled or arrogant enough to think that you can just rock up, it doesn't happen in football. So, whatever team we pick, the players, one thing they do know is they need to perform because there's players hunting down their shirts.
And finally, we've gone with the same ticket prices as we did 25 years ago. Only £15 for adults, £1 for kids. They wouldn't let us charge the £2 a pint it would have cost us 25 years ago, unfortunately. But for those fans who came Tuesday night and saw a cracking cup tie, it'd be great for them, wouldn't it, to come back at such great prices Saturday and try and start another cup run? Yeah,
hopefully it's great the club are trying to incentivise. It's difficult at the minute. Like I said, there's cost of living crisis and things like that. But the sport was definitely appreciated of the night. And we want to build that relationship, so I think the players gave the supporters something to shout about, but the supporters definitely got the players through the last 10-15 minutes of the game. And the more that we can give them performances like that, hopefully the more of them come back and the noisier and noisier it gets. And it's a two-way street. We can't expect the supporters just to be partisan all the time if we give them nothing to support about. But their job is to support as well, so hopefully we can grow that, and they've been great so far.